start off with a montage of Harbaugh working out. Didn't really care about that. Wasted my time, yours too. But then they go into talking about the Steelers rivalry, the Steelers and Ravens rivalry, and how deep it goes, and that Harbaugh and Tomlin have faced each other for 36 times, the second most of any two coaches ever in NFL history. If I'm not mistaken, they're the two longest tenured coaches in NFL history as well. Mike Tomlin has some of the best sayings as a coach you'll ever hear. Where he says, "We're gonna sweat in practice so we don't bleed in battle." That's classic. But then we switch over to the transition of Jameis Winston to DTR, and I really like how Jameis has immediately flipped the switch. Like, I'm here to serve, I'm here to help, and whatever I can do for DTR, I'm gonna do it. So I like that. He saw the writing on the wall during the game that if you turn it over, you just can't stay in the game. Now they're talking about moving on to the Browns, and I didn't know Myles Garrett was part owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I did know that Myles Garrett can hoop. And keep in mind, when Myles Garrett hoops, it is a football player that's hooping. It is one of the most aggressive, biggest football players you've ever seen hooping. So with athleticism, with hops, and with a little jump shot. So if you see him in the rec center, sit that one out. So the Bengals Raven game was pretty uneventful, other than Myles Garrett reaching his 100 plus sacks and Joe Burrow stepping up, throwing the ball to Chase and T. Nothing real difficult about what they have to do. They have the offense to make a run and try to get in the playoffs. I don't know if their defense is going to allow that, but they definitely have the offense to make a run and get in the playoffs. When it comes to the game plan for both coordinators, Todd and Zach, both sides preach turnovers. Zach preached getting them. Todd preached not giving them up. So that was a big emphasis for both coordinators going into this game plan. And this really should be an emphasis every week because you win a turnover battle 9 times out of 10, you win the game. We all knew that there would be a PQ storyline, but it was short and sweet, and from my point of view, respectable. They asked him about his time there. They showed a couple clips that we already saw from his opening opening presser when he first went to Pittsburgh, and I really like some of the stuff again. What Mike Tomlin says, he told T.J. Watt that his gold jacket agenda and Lamar's gold jacket agenda can't exist. He also told PQ his whatever his agenda is, they can't coexist. He said shit got to come to a head. So it came to a head Sunday. Reliving that fumble from Russell Wilson really did change the outlook, the momentum, and everything of the game. Um, and we just went on a tear after that. It was fun to see Flowers messing with PQ, and PQ really didn't have anything to say. Just looked at him like, "I know, bro, I know," and Zay really didn't say anything. Just stayed there, moving his arms like he was running. But that was a funny little interaction, and it just goes to show you that they really mess with PQ. Like, even though he said all the things he said, when he first left, but genuine dude, and people, y'all know how I feel about him, and I root for him. I won't root for him to win a game in that uniform, but if he ever leaves that uniform, he'll definitely be one of my guys again. But I'll never hate him, but I just can't like him in that uniform. And so to finish this thing on out, that second half of the Steelers Ravens game was just watching it again really put me back into the watch party, jumping up and down, screaming, complaining, celebrating. That seeing how Lamar reacted to the interception, going back and looking at the iPad and seeing all the different people open. And it's still, most of the time when you run mesh, when a receiver coming across like that, if he sees zone, he sit down. So I still think it was a simple miscommunication on both parts, not necessarily all bait, not really, probably not at all Lamar. And we saw during the game that looking in the box, that Todd kind of said it was on bait, but still, it's really up to. Hold on. It's really up to them just to get on the same page. But won the game, have the same record as the Steelers, but are behind them in the tiebreaker type stuff. So we need to win tomorrow, and we need the Steelers to lose tomorrow for us to be in sole possession of the AFC North. And that's the scenario. So again, this is the recap for Hard Knocks episode 4. This is Coach Evans with Sip the Tally Films. Wishing you guys a Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll get us a dub tomorrow. Peace.